Tim Rogers reporting with Farm News Media, and we're back for our third cab camera of the series. Just spent some time with Rick Van Gilder in Fowlerville, Michigan, and now I have the opportunity to ride with his son, Lance, the oldest son, Van Gilder, and we are planning first planting of 2018. And Lance, tell us what we're planting with here. It's a pretty nice planter.
We're planting with a John Deere DB120. It's a 48-row corn planter, 30-inch rows. It's 120 feet wide, and I'm planting at 5 mile an hour, roughly doing 70 acres an hour when I'm moving.
So awesome. How many years have you been planting with this planter?
This will be our 4th year planting with this planter.
We're in right now we're in a pretty small field, but we're going to move to a big field here in a minute.
We'll be moving.
Right?
This is only a 25-acre field, and I got one more pass, and half hour it's done.
So tell me, how long have you been farming full time with your dad and your family?
You know, I went to college for 2 years and did the MSU's Agricultural Industries program up there.
Yep.
And so after that, I came right back to work for the farm, and I was doing all that through high school and stuff, all my summers and stuff. I was working on the farm. So basically, since I could drive, I had to have 45 or 50 pounds worth of weight in the seat back when I was younger, so the safety switches would let me run the combines and stuff.
Yeah, my 10-year-old would like to run the mower, but he needs to gain a little bit more weight.
Yeah, that was my problem.
Darn safety switches.
So
talk about this planter and how this planter has helped you guys become more efficient.
Well, the biggest reason is we're just doing so much more an hour with one machine. Honestly, this thing is, we paid less for this than what people have bought 24-row planters for, and it's just been, we just go load the seed up. We've been planting with individual hoppers on our old 16 rows. It takes forever to load. This, we just dump 200 acres worth of seed in it and just go plant.
So talk about all the add-ons. Nowadays planters, it's all about the add-ons. How is this planter equipped? And what do you guys
we've got section control on this planter, so we've got there's 16 sections on it, so I can shut off not every row individually, but I can shut off 2 rows at the same time, kind of however I want to program it.
Yep.
I can shut off. So I've got it set up. I've got the first 2 rows I shut off the same, then the second 2, and then I shut the next 3, the next 3, the next 3, and then 4, and then it goes back down, I think, from there.
Okay. And so here pretty soon we're going to get to the spot where you're going to have to shut off some rows.
Yeah, and if
you
we
don't double plant.
If we look at the screen down here, you can kind of hear it when it shuts off and does all that. We got one more pass to make right there, and that'll be turning them all on and off on an angle and save a bunch of seed that way.
Yeah, you bet.
If you overlap 48 rows, be wasting a lot of it.
Yep, for sure. So how many days will you guys spend planting over the next couple weeks here?
If we hold the rain off, the rain holds off Wednesday and Thursday this week, I think we could be 90% done by the end of the week.
Really? Wow.
Think. Yeah.
Just amazing how many acres you guys can cover with the equipment we have today.
Yeah, it's like I said, we've not only we got this corn planter going, but we've got two other 16 rows, and they're an older machine, so we keep them moving though. And
so the land that you guys farm, how far do you guys have to travel?
We spread about a 45 mile distance. We go all the way up into the Corunna, New Lothrop area.
Okay.
And we've got about close to 700 acres up that way that we farm. Okay. And that's the farthest north that we do go.
So I asked your dad, what kind of challenges and what things keep him up at night as a young farmer. What kind of challenges or what things keep you up at night? Hopefully you don't have stress, but he joked that the only thing that keeps him up is having to pee. So,
which that's probably true with him.
Yeah.
Honestly, the thing I'm always up trying to think about ways to become more efficient and become more. I like the technology side of things, so I want to have more. I guess maybe automation's the wrong word, but just get more involved in variable rate stuff and
bet.
seeding placements and
Make sure you put the
stuff
right
like
seed
that.
in.
Yeah, and
Right.
just become as efficient as possible. I mean, with the technology that's out there, it's almost endless.
So how do you keep up on that? I mean, how do you educate yourself and make sure that you're staying up on the curve?
Well, I read a lot, and I read a lot of magazines and keep up on stuff like that. And my friends are all farmers around here, so they've got other things that they're doing and we're not. And we'll talk to them about this and that. And it's just kind of keep the discussion going on what other people are doing, and maybe all of a sudden you'll have a great idea and we can go from there.
That's awesome.
But
I assume your dad and your grandpa probably been good mentors to kind of learn
Oh,
from.
yeah.
And
yeah, there ain't nobody with as hard a work ethic that I know of as my dad or my grandpa. I mean, my grandpa, if he had the capabilities, he'd be doing this all day long, all year round still.
yeah,
I mean, he still has the drive, is just physical capabilities not there.
for sure.
So, and trust me, we hear it too.
Yeah, your dad was saying he does field checks, and that's awesome.
Oh yeah,
you know,
he was just driving around today with my aunt and my grandma checking things out. So.
I'm from Ingham County, and in our county there was always one farmer that bragged that he planted straighter than anybody, and I would bet that he probably did plant straighter than anybody. And so you're kind of able to cheat. Do you ever get harassed by some of the older farmers that our
Use an
generation,
auto steer?
our generation gets to cheat?
You know, not too much. I mean, a little bit. We've joked around with the older guys and stuff, and they talk about, well, you guys got it easy. All you gotta do is sit in there and play on your phones. But really, it's not all about that. Which it's more of a, to me, honestly, it's more of an efficiency thing. And you know, your rows come out right. My favorite part, just looks really good. So looking down a perfectly straight row of corn, I don't think there's not much better than that.
No, that's exactly
So-
what I was getting at. You know, it's always amazing to me driving around my home area and seeing how straight some of these really good farmers can plant, and it was kind of bragging rights. You know,
Yep.
always fun to see.
Yeah, there was
when-
competitions of it back in the day. I've heard
for sure.
of plenty.
For
So
sure.
now it's now there's not much anymore.
Took the cheating right out of it.
Yeah.
So when you're not farming, what do you like to do?
I love playing basketball. That's probably my number one hobby. But honestly, my wife and my 2 kids are my biggest fans. So
Yep. How old are your kids?
my kids are 4. My son's going to be 4 in June, and my daughter just turned 2 in
Oh, wow.
March. So, and then we have a third one on the way due in July. So,
Congratulations, that's awesome.
yep.
So Lance, thanks for taking the opportunity to let us ride along today. It's been a great day and a beautiful day here in Michigan to be out and experience our first cab-cam planning session. We're here in Fowlerville, and just want to thank you for the opportunity to let us ride along.
Thanks for coming. Keep me company.
Keep an eye on your head lanes. We may be coming visiting you next.